Hey, it's Lauren. Thank you so much for joining me. I have a favorites video today. Got a mix of makeup, skincare, and a hair item. I'm gonna talk about. Let's start with some skincare. I have two on the more recent items that I am just absolutely in love with. They're actually both, I think, deluxe samples or just like large minis, whatever. They came in a big gift bag I got when I went to the Credo thing. The first one that I have been in love with is this. This is from Graydon. This is the Full Moon Serum. Turn that around, you can kind of see the texture of that. It's this really beautiful blue color. I made a mistake when I first used this and just very lazily read the box and thought this was just like a plumping serum. Full Moon should have helped give me indicators that this was for nighttime. But I was using this at day and night for a while. My skin was loving it, beautiful. But then curiosity, I was like, this is amazing. I want to get the full size of this. Looked it up. It's quite expensive. It's like $87, $90. It's very expensive. But then I was like, oh, whoops. This is a retinol that I have been using all the time. So dialed that back, using it just at night, but this is beautiful. The full size of this retails for $87. What is the full size even an ounce? This is, yeah, the full size is an ounce. This is a third of an ounce. So, sad that it's so expensive, but I really like it. It has a mix of different stuff in it. Not only does it have retinol in it, it has vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, I think it has blue tansy. It has a variety of stuff. So it's like a multi-targeting sort of treatment. Collagen is in there, very plumping. My skin has just been loving this. Wonderful texture, just sinks into the skin. The only issue though is because it has like this type of texture that just like into the skin. I just want to use a lot of it, and it is rapidly leaving my life, which is sad. So that has been something that I have been loving. And then the other skincare item, opposite spectrum, this is the Wildcat Starflower Snow Mushroom Ultra Hydrating Sleeping Mask. I mean opposite side of the spectrum because this brand is way more affordable. I think this retails for like, I don't know, 20 bucks, something like that. Yeah, you can get like this size of it for 14, so that's great. Love me an effective skincare item that is well priced. So this, it's a sleeping mask, but it's basically just a moisturizer, and it has this really, again, cool texture. I'm a texture person. That, I don't know how to describe it, kind of like burrata. Like when you slice open like a burrata ball, it feels really similar to that. Or like whipped cream cheese, not like the thick cream cheese, the type that you whip, that's whipped, and then when you go and put it on like a hot bagel, it just like melts into nothing. So it's like that, but it is wonderful, fantastic for being hot out. I have really liked this for my summer skincare, night and day. I've found it really works well with my breakouts. I think it has some ingredients in it that are targeted towards that, even though it's like mainly marketed as a hydrating mask, but it's wonderful. Really liking this. So I want to check out more things from both of these brands. I know Graydon, I think this is their most expensive item in their line, but they have some really cool looking products, both of these brands do. So first impression introductory items to these brands I am into and want to try out more, so liking that. This is a moisturizer that I kind of bought it at a really terrible time of year. This is the Jordan Samuel Moisture Recovery Cream. This is the brand's newer item, and as it says, it's a recovery cream. It's like a barrier balm. You know, these types of things are really big right now. Wonderful, wonderful texture. Awesomely moisturizing. What I mean by buying at a terrible time of year is I bought it like, I don't know, a couple months ago now, 2 months ago, and I've been using it, but there's no way I'm gonna get through this anytime soon. So this is probably gonna need to be retired until it gets cold sometime in November. So luckily this has a 12-month use by open date, so she can be retired for now and come back later. But wonderful, occlusive skincare guy. Helps with irritation. I was getting some really annoyed skin there for a hot minute, lots of redness, and that was very helpful. I'm going back to the basics of skincare there for a little bit. Going out of actives, just keeping it simple, and this was lovely. I have way too much moisturizer on my hands now. I have a cleansing balm that I've really been loving. This is from Paula's Choice. I hauled this a hot minute ago, got it during the Sephora sale, and I've just been powering through this. This is wonderful. Very hydrating, gentle, fantastic at removing makeup. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be gentle. I wanted to remove my makeup, my skin not to feel terrible when I'm done using it, and this does that. Their whole Omega complex cleansing, not cleansing, the whole Omega complex line is rather soothing. I think everything in there has like jojoba and meadow foam, just like supposedly like really calming, soothing sort of ingredients. I've liked the moisturizer and the serum that I've tried from this line, so that's why I picked this up. If you have like really heavy stubborn eye makeup, you know, obviously you might want to go in with something else beforehand, but yeah, emulsifies nicely. Rinses clean, although I've mainly been using washcloths to rinse it off, just because I make a giant mess in my bathroom if I splash my face with water. I don't know if it's because I'm short and I can't really reach my sink very well. Anybody else make a huge mess when they wash their face at the sink? Just me. Last skincare item that I've been loving, this is from Supergoop. I finally got on the Supergoop train. This is the Every Single Face Watery Lotion SPF 50. This is almost done. Just been obviously using my SPF because it's almost gone. This has a, like it says, kind of watery lotion feel. I do dial back my skincare when I use this because it's just very hydrating. It has kind of a typical sunscreen smell, but just sinks in wonderfully. Obviously, like I said, more limited skincare when I'm using this, but if I just have this little skin tint on, I'm not feeling too heavy in the face for these stupid hot days that we are in now. I really love the Unseen Sunscreen, and that was in like a favorites video, and TikTok and Reels is just exploding with a new Trader Joe's Supergoop dupe that they have. So next time I go to Trader Joe's, I want to try that. Have you tried the Unseen Sunscreen Trader Joe's dupe? Is it any good? Sometimes a little skeptical of those dupes, the ones I take off on TikTok. One hair guy I want to talk about. This is from Ceremonia. This is the Papaya Scalp Scrub. Again, really cool texture. It's like whipped with some big old salt in it. It's a scalp scrub, but it's also, you know, a shampoo. I got this, is it 4 weeks ago, a month ago now? Got this at the beginning of June, and I have used this at least once a week since I've got it, and my hair has loved it. I have fantastic hair days when I use this, and it smells so good. I have really gnarly scalp issues that come about pretty frequently, especially during the summer. I use Nizoral, which is a medicated shampoo, pretty frequently because of those issues. So I like having a scalp scrub in the mix to kind of help with those things. And this is good. Really helps with the buildup. Leaves my hair real fluffy and nice, not stripped. I want to try more from this brand. There was a little duo, shampoo and conditioner duo, that came in the Credo gift bag that I mentioned earlier that I like. I've been using up. I only have like one more use out of. So want to try more from this brand. If you have tried this brand, what have you tried and did you like it? What else should I check out? The smell from these items is intoxicating. It can be a lot. If you're really sensitive to fragrance, which I am, but it's really good. I don't know how to describe it besides like expensive tropical luxury floral. That's my terrible description of that, but love that item. All right, so makeup. I'm trying not to be redundant since I did a spring makeup bag video about a month to 2 months ago. Not sure actually when I actually got that out because I filmed it and then it sat for a while. I didn't edit it because my dog died and I was really sad, so I didn't do a lot of stuff there for a little while. But anyways, I don't want to be too redundant with that, but it has also been quite a while since I've done a favorites video. So quickly getting some of the redundant things out of the way, like this, the Rose Inc Skin Enhance Guy. I don't think this has actually been in a favorites, although it has been featured in a lot of videos. I love this stuff. You can see, look, I'm just blitzing through that. More than halfway done with this, and I have a lot of makeup, so the fact that I keep going for this says a lot. This, if you live somewhere hot, is awesome. I find this is so lightweight. It has a solid light to medium, like almost medium coverage, but it feels and looks like nothing. It just looks like skin. Again, really cool texture. It's like very serum-y with these like weird suspended pigment beads that just like, you know, they burst and like blend in. And I thought this color was gonna be too dark, and it looks like it's gonna be too dark upon first, you know, pump, but as it blends, beautiful. This is definitely a product I will repurchase. Into it. And then the other redundant thing is this. This is Bare Minerals Bronzer and Kiss of Rose. I have talked about these a few times, but this shade, particular Kiss of Rose, I have just been using non-stop. If I'm just doing a quick makeup look, I will wear this all over my face. Eyes, cheeks, into the temples. I was about to say lips, obviously not my lips, but I will wear this all over. Wonderful, beautiful. Okay, so some non-redundant items. Another thing from Rose Inc, this is actually the concealer in 10. This concealer is gonna last me like 5 years. It is so full coverage and you get quite a lot of product. It's unfortunately a bit messy. Like look at the ring here. Kind of like poor design on the squeegee out part of the packaging. And the doe foot on this is so huge in relation to the amount of product you need is so little that you end up overusing this. So you have to be very careful. But for something that is so full coverage, it blends wonderfully and doesn't look cakey. Like obviously if I use a heavy hand with it, but once I've gotten past the learning curve of like how much to use and like, okay, I need to take some off because there's too much. Wonderful. The shade matching thing on the Rose Inc website is terrible. So if you can swatch yourself in person, that is better. But also I think there's some huge gaps in the shade range. It matched me with I think shade 40 first, which is this like really dark. And this is shade 10, which is honestly on the little light side, but I make it work. I finally cracked and got the Saie Beauty powder. I was debating between getting this and the Kosas powder a little bit ago when I was needing new powder. And I ended up going for the Kosas powder because it is better bang for your buck. I looked at like the ratio of the amount of product you get to the price, and I was like, all right, I'll get the Kosas. And I loved the Kosas powder, it was beautiful. But it broke after a couple weeks of use, and I was very annoyed. Didn't travel with it, it just lived on my desk, and literally bringing it from my desk to where I film, it busted on me. And the way it's packaged, it's really hard to like open it and use the little broken pieces without it spilling everywhere. So now it's just like living, destroyed, but together in my desk until I figure out a way to deal with it. So I did end up getting this, and it's wonderful. It is as beautiful as people say. It takes down shine and helps set makeup, but without being cakey. I can go back in with powder and I don't find it like builds up and gets funky. Just a beautiful, beautiful powder, fantastic lightweight. I understand the hype. Air set is quite nice. I think I mentioned this in a previous video, maybe in my makeup bag video, but I just wanted to give it another shout out. This is the Cali Ray Come Hell or High Water mascara. This is a tubing mascara and it is wonderful. I think she's dead though. It's getting really flaky to use. I think I've used it all up. I only got the mini size because I wanted to see if I really liked this. And I find like mascaras end up going off before I use them all the way because I'm a bit more of a natural lash girl. I don't like too heavy of a lash, mainly because I don't like the way it feels. I'm just hyper aware of my lashes. So this has been beautiful. Just wispy, built, really great looking lashes, and kind of stays pretty well curled up. I have very straight lashes, so they like droop throughout the day, and this was keeping them upwards, which was nice. I never gave a shout out to this product in the past, and I used it all up. This is the Rowan Vow Brow in medium. I repurchased this a couple months ago. I have been getting the Flower Beauty like micro brow, the skinny brow or whatever it's called, and I really liked it, and it felt very similar to this, but the last two of those I bought, it broke on me, and I think you get less. You might get less in the product than you do of this, but don't quote me on that. I didn't actually look that up before I said that out loud. But this has never broken on me. Used these up before, so I went back to it. The Rowan Vow Brow. It is, I think, the most untalked about product from them, and it is really good. I use the shade medium. Really great brow product. Okay, and then lastly, a couple of fun things. I am in like my bold lip phase right now. I think I get into a bold lip phase every summer for a little while. And this summer started out with the Glossier Ultra Lip in the shade Fête. Really, really beautiful, glossy, dewy lip. So this is what I was wearing very, very consistently there for a bit, until I purchased this. I picked this up exactly 2 weeks ago, and I have worn it 6 times since then. This is the Benefit Love Tint. Been basically doing variations of this makeup look for the last 2 weeks. So this, I actually went in originally for the new Fenty popsicle lip things. I wanted one of those, but they were all out. And the salesperson at Ulta told me to check these out. So I have not used Benefit in a while. I had Benetint years ago, several of them, and just like the internet just makes me want to feel old. These are in vogue again, but now they are more expensive and smaller. So here is the Love Tint. Like, I remember these came in really big jars. It's kind of for the best though that these are smaller, because both of the Benetints that I had over the years went bad before I used them up. Oh yeah, there's the 2 colors next to each other. This is the one that I'm wearing right now. I love the way it wears down. I am using it with a lip liner. I'm using just this retractable liner from NYX. This is in Ruby. Love the way this feels, wears down beautifully, beautifully. What will be the old product that comes back around again? I feel like Clinique had its moment, Benefit's having its moment. What like legacy makeup brand is gonna have a moment? Is it gonna be like Estee Lauder Double Wear? Will it be like Lancome Juicy Lips? Something, there'll be another old thing that is new again, wear shortly. All right, so those are my favorites for now that I want to immortalized in a video. I just finished watching The Bear on Hulu, or it's like FX on Hulu, and just want to toss that out there if you are looking for a TV show. Short, it's like half-hour dramedy. There's only 8 episodes, so finish it within a few nights. Very good. I don't want to like call it a comedy, but there's a lot of heart, lots of laughs, kind of sad, makes you very hungry. Okay, that's my video. I hope you all are well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.